KP's Video News, baby. You know what time it is.
That's right. Time for KP's Video News. And I don't know if you can see this. It says this is Million Man March cap. And it's what I have this on because it's like this year in October is going to be the 25th anniversary of the Million Man March. So far, I haven't heard anything about any follow-ups or anything on that level, but just to reiterate, it's the 25th anniversary of the Million Man March in Washington, D.C. Anyway, black engineer develops patented solar power technology being used at HBCUs. Solar power workstations developed by Matthew Portis are already being used by several HBCUs across the country, including Boise State University and University of District of Columbia. His other clients include Shell Oil Company and the city of Orlando, Florida. Soil Green, which is spelled SOLGREEN, is the first and only black-owned and operated company to develop and bring to market innovative clean technology solutions for communities internationally. Founded by inventor and engineer Matthew Portis, the company has installed the Evoida solar power workstations at several HBCUs, including Boise State and UDC, and they have just recently installed their 80th workstation at Park of the Americas in the city of Orlando, Florida. The Evoida solar power workstation is a commercially available green energy technology serving as a sustainable renewable energy solution for everyday on-the-go device users. This renewable energy solution is a groundbreaking net zero technology being commercially available solar powered workstation that delivers safe, reliable, and long-lasting grid-free clean energy for powering on-the-go digital services. Evoida solar power workstation combines extraordinary photovoltaic power with exceptional user comfort and ease of use. The durable system has survived a Category 4 hurricane in 2017, up to 3 feet of flooding, and over 140 mile-per-hour winds. The fabricated steel and fiberglass structure are custom developed for the long-term durability and off-the-grid power collection, storage, and distribution. Soil Green Evoida uses fabricated built-in and interface software and patented PVC SE system to provide a reliable, safe experience with safety sensors that automatically shut down power to all power outlets once impeding weather conditions are detected, be it exotic rain sensors. So the Soil Green Evoida fuels up to 20 U.S. jobs across manufacturing and clean energy per each unit sold, building industry alliances between U.S. steel and fiberglass manufacturing, electronics, systems and engineering, and America's clean energy and trucking sector. Soil Green's Evoida solar power workstation is the first family of commercial off-the-shelf technology using the off-grid micropower systems to provide unlimited grid-free, safe, and reliable solar power that provide users with access to amenities of outdoor social gathering spaces, thus making communities more sustainable, more safe, resilient, and socially connected. So, this is a groundbreaking technology they got here, and it's a pretty good situation they got here. So it says Soil Green is the first and only black-owned and operated company to develop and bring to market first of its kind commercial-grade clean technologies and products that are fielded and seeded for commercial usage across the U.S. and Canada. Soil Green is utilizing the U.S. Jobs Act of 2012 and will raise up to $5 million in revenue via their first investment series A round launched in 2020. Serious investors are encouraged to visit www.soilgreensolutions.com/investments or email invest@soilgreensolutions.com. So that's a good thing jumping off there. And the young brother here then came up with a good idea. It's hope for the future. Here we go. From extreme poverty to becoming one of America's top mentors for black business coaches. Muriel Nisbet, who grew up in extreme poverty on the Caribbean island of Tortola. She was raised by a grandmother and grandfather who was a struggling farmer, and her grandmother who baked and sold bread as a side hustle. Despite her background, though, Maria is now founder of Coaching for the Culture, and she is one of the most sought after business coaches in the country that focuses exclusively on training other African Americans to also become business coaches. That's pretty good. If you marry passion, ambition, strength, and tenacity, the end result would be Maria Nisbet. She is a dynamic individual with a lifelong passion of bringing love and healing to everyone she meets. The passion has fueled her decision to become a rapid transformational hypnotherapist, Reiki healer, and yoga instructor and business coach. After 3 years of working as a traditional mental health therapist, she found that many people who presented with depression and anxiety were mainly struggling because they are not following their passion and living in their purpose. For that reason, she has made herself the subject matter expert in business coaching and developed a success formula to help her clients succeed in life. She helps them to turn their passion and purpose into profits. A former Army veteran, she has dedicated herself to creating the next generation of African American business coaches. Her company helps African Americans to launch a profitable coaching business so that they can achieve the impact, influence, and income that they were destined to achieve. Over the past 2 years of training with the best coaching and with the most successful and learning from the leaders in the field, the one thing she realized was that there were no African American coaches whose mission was solely to coach people like her. Most of them were open to working with any person from any background and any age, any race and gender. This led to questions. Do these experts only possess vague general knowledge that is acceptable to a wide range of people, or do they have enough thorough understanding of what she needed? Her African American from the Caribbean, a single mother with a challenging background, 99% of the time the answer was no. So she created her business with African Americans in mind. Her mission is to guide them through the process of launching their own coaching business so they can adequately coach others like them. She wants to be a change agent for the culture and rewrite African American history. She comments, one day our grandkids will write about us, so it's our job to give them something amazing to write about. This reality is not in the distant future because she already has 2 grandkids. One day in this decade, they will have to write a book about Black History Report, and Mary claims to ensure that she is an option to be written about. So for more information, you can contact her at www.coachingfortheculture.com. That's coachingfortheculture.com. And that's a good thing right there. I appreciate that. So that's a whole new opportunity that's opening up. So it's like, this is the opportunity here to become a black business coach, a coach that's going to create, coaching and teaching people about positive thinking and trying to reach their goals using their positive thinking. And this story right here, just looking at the title, it's kind of a sad situation here. Here we have a high school student promised a scholarship. Now she's told that she doesn't qualify. Yvette Lopez, a high school senior from Florida, is greatly disappointed after recently being told that she no longer qualifies to receive the college scholarship that she was promised. Lopez is one of 97 students who were promised tuition costs way back when she was in elementary school in Miami Gardens, Florida. They stated that each kid would receive a four-year college or university for Florida only. Ames said that she signed a contract with the I Have a Dream Foundation that told her daughter to work extra hard in school to be able to achieve the scholarship. Lopez kept that in mind and really took her education seriously. When Lopez was in middle school, she and her family moved to Broward County. Ames contacted the foundation to make sure that the transfer would not affect her daughter's scholarship. The foundation assured her that it was fine and that she would just have to keep in contact with them. However, now that she is a high school senior, she was told she wasn't qualified for the promised scholarship. When Ames reached out to the foundation, two different people told two different reasons for the disqualification. One told her that it was due to her transfer, while another said it was because they didn't keep up with the program. Legally, this is really tricky because the contract is not clear and there's wiggle room for both sides. Legal expert Howard Finkelstein said, upon reading the contract from the I Have a Dream Foundation, the foundation has a strong argument because after Yvette moved, she did not go to any of their programs, and Zonja said she only contacted them every year or two, but favoring Lynette is that she got great grades, did volunteer work, and became the kind of student the scholarship was created for. The I Have a Dream Foundation Miami chapter head Stephanie, oh boy, listen at this name. I don't even want to read this last name. Said the 21 kids moved out of the area after that promise, but Lopez was the only one to not get the scholarship. Said 21 kids moved out of the area after the promise, but she was the only one that did not get the scholarship. And said it was because they haven't heard from them since they moved in 2014. Meanwhile, there has been applying for scholarships at different colleges. Ames is planning to file a lawsuit against the foundation in small claims court, noting that she is willing to compromise. She said she participated in at least 6 years of it, so $1,500 every year instead of $3,000 something because she did participate. So that's a sad situation, man. You know, you got people promising kids stuff, and then they try to do the best thing they possibly can to fulfill their obligation. And then when it gets to the point of them getting ready to reach out and say, okay, I'm ready to receive this scholarship, then it's like, we're going to snatch it out from up under your feet, and they're telling you, well, you can't get the scholarship because you moved to a different location. Wow, that's really rotten. And that was the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Let me read that again. That was the I Have a Dream Foundation. I have to look them up and try to figure out what's going on with them.
KP's Video News. KP's Video News.
I'll have to check them out. That's right, folks. I have to look into them. Peace.